everyone, my name's Jenny and welcome to my channel. So every week I sit down on Fridays or Saturdays and do a little weekly reflection, and this Friday is a little different. You will notice that no makeup. I did put on hair this morning for you, and yes, I just said this morning, and it's a Friday because it has happened. We did have to shut down at school yesterday and today. And that's affected my week a lot, as I knew it probably would. But I kind of want to reflect on that today for you and talk about it because it really hits to what I'm trying to do for myself, and that's find balance. You know, that first 50 years of my life, I was really crappy about finding balance between work, home, my entire life. And so this next 50 years, that's my goal, is to find some balance, a healthy balance for myself. And so that's what I've really been reaching for this past year-ish on this journey, and trying to always keep that forefront and center for myself. And I have to tell you, the last few weeks, finding balance between the stress of work and school and staff and COVID has been very, very challenging for me. In fact, I shared with you last week in my last one, if you watched it, it was way too long. Sorry about that. This one's going to be shorter. But I shared with you that I had cried one morning before work last week. Well, that happened again this week, actually a couple times, and I cried at work this week too. It's been so stressful just trying to put the patchwork together of running a school and surviving at school with half of the staff gone. Then the staff that are left behind, like me at school and the others, we're just stressed to the max, and it's been so challenging. In fact, when they announced Tuesday afternoon that we were going to shut down for Thursday and Friday, it was a huge relief to me because I just didn't know how I could make it another day. And I know it was a huge relief to everyone else too. So I've used the last 2 days. Today is one of those days to really rest and recuperate and do some reflection too. So I wanted to share with you a few things that I've been doing to deal with stress. And I think I mentioned this book probably back in November time frame that I was reading it. Actually, I'm listening to it on audio tape. Burnout: The Secret to Unlocking the Stress Cycle. And one of the things that she talks about in here is, dealing with your stress and how to deal with it physically, from a physical standpoint, to release it from your body. And that's one of the things that inspired me to go back to the gym and start some workouts to help on that front. And so I'm still doing that, and this week was no exception. I hit the pool one time in particular because I was afraid that if I tried to hit the treadmill or elliptical anymore, I might hurt my knees. So I jumped into the pool, I think that was Wednesday, and did some more pool exercises. So that was helpful. So those types of things are helping me, but I'm still finding myself, even when I get home from the gym, if I get an email or a text, or I see something online about school, or people being upset with schools, or teachers being upset with schools, or anything, or I hear something on the news, it just sets me off again. Because I know we're doing the best damn job that we can. So the stress at night, even though I'm doing the things to help myself after school, it keeps coming back. And I don't know that that's going to end anytime soon. But one of the things, I picked up something else from a teacher this week. So I was going to share something else that I was going to try. So in one of our staff meetings after school, I think this was Monday, we posed the question at the end of the meeting, what are you going to do to help comfort yourself this week? Or what are you going to do for yourself this week? And, you know, it's one of those questions about self-care and things like that. And so my mind immediately went to, well, I'm going to go to the gym, you know, I'm going to do that. One of the things that I shared was that when I'm at the gym, I'm listening to some audios, you know, whether it's this book or something fun, that's you know, that's kind of fun for me. But one of the things one of my teachers mentioned is that every night she goes upstairs at 9 o'clock and reads, and then she does a guided gratitude journal. Well, every night I go up to bed and I read about 9 o'clock too, and it usually puts me into a good state to go to sleep, and that works really well. But I've been, you know, I'm really one of those people that I really believe in the power of positive thoughts and not being a complainer, but working really diligently to make a difference and see the perspective of positivity. A few years ago, probably 5, 6, 7 years ago, I really enjoyed meeting and listening to Will Bowen and the Positive Thinking and his Complaint-Free World series, and I totally believe in that power of changing your mindset. I totally believe in that. But I gotta tell you, when I've tried before in the past just to do like a gratitude journal every night where I just write 3 things down that I'm grateful for, you know, I'll do it for a while and then I'll stop doing it. And I think it's because I'll repeat things and I'm like, yeah, I'm grateful for those things, but I kind of just drop it and I'm not consistent. Well, one of the things that the teacher said that I was listening to was, besides her reading, she does a guided gratitude journal, and that really is helpful for her. So I went and I talked to her the next day about what she meant by a guided gratitude journal, and so she pointed me in this direction. She said one of the things that she had learned, she had gone through our employee assistance program, you know, to help deal with mental health struggles or stress struggles. And one of the things she said she got out of it was that they suggested that, yes, you need to think on the positive, but you also need some really deep reflection. And so if you try a guided meditation or a guided gratitude journal that poses really specific questions to help you reflect. So she was telling me about how much it's been beneficial for her. So I thought, well, I'm going to try that. So I went and I got one, and I haven't started it yet. But what it does, it has you reflect on today, things you're thankful for, but then it has you do an evening reflection too, and it's more guided than just a piece of notebook paper where I'm just writing down a couple things. So I'm going to give that a shot in my evening times as I read as well. Just a little something different to do. Anyway, wanted to share that with you. Yeah, I've struggled finding balance. My ring light is playing a number on me this morning. It keeps turning off. So I've struggled finding balance as in rest, because you can only give so much of yourself. And as I am a person that is an educator and I like to give to others, then I find myself not giving time to myself and getting burnt out. And this week was no exception. But it comes a point, I got to a breaking point. It's like I can't give any more to anybody because I can't even give to myself right now. And that bothered me because I feel like I should be invincible. And it got to me to the point that I felt like I was taking some things very personally about how I'm struggling to do the best job that I can. And I feel like I'm trying my damnedest to do the best job that I can, but it's not enough. It's not enough. But I can't give everyone the support that they need. The support they need is for everybody to be well and life to go back where there's not sickness, and there's enough substitute teachers, and there's enough custodians, and there's enough administrators to get all the jobs done. And I can't give that to anybody. And so when I'm being asked to do something else, or can you give more support here, it's like, no, I can't. I'm giving you all I got, and I'm sorry, but no, I can't. I can't even give enough to support myself right now, emotionally. And so today and yesterday was much needed for me, just to stay in my pajamas, read some books, relax. I worked on a recipe video yesterday, and then this video today. And that is helping me find balance, is getting my mind off of something that I can't control and I can't fix and I can't give it any more support to, and I have to come to a place that I'm okay with that, so that I keep myself healthy. So I'm continuing to really focus on balance. And part of that is my own health journey. Not a part of it, all of it's my own health journey. So I'm kind of keeping that, I need to keep that word balance here in the forefront of my mind. So, working on it. Okay, let me tell you about the scale this week. So, I jumped on it this morning, and I'm down 2.4 pounds. So, I'm going to put my little graphic in here. I was shooting video this morning and trying to mark things off, and then I realized I wasn't recording. So here you've got me re-recording, going back over my check marks on my food, what I had, and then marking off my pounds 73 and 74, I think. So that's right where I'm at. So I'm headed towards my 100-pound loss, headed toward that goal. I think I had a great week this week as far as scale-wise, trying to maintain that balance, just chugging along with life. So I hope you all are having success in whether it's your mindset or your meal planning. I know that one of the topics of the meetings that I attended this week was meal planning, and our trying to let that be a help to us, which it is a help to me to get my meal planning done. And so I hope that you guys are finding some success in what you're doing. That's it for me for this week. I will see you in a few days with my lean and green meals and my recipe video for taco bake. It is fabulous. Goodbye.